Personal protective equipment, we simply refer to this as PPE, is used as barriers between you and a hazard. Their main purpose is to prevent injuries by protecting you from unnecessary exposure to hazards on the job. Hazards fall into two categories: physical and health hazards, and you should be protected. Each employee, yes, that's you, is responsible for the maintenance and care of all PPE assigned to him or her. PPE won't work unless you use it correctly, so each worker's job is to use the equipment correctly and clean and care for it correctly, so it can do its job of protecting you. In construction and mining workplaces, the following items of PPE are used. Safety hard hats to protect your head. Safety glasses to protect your eyes. Reflective vests to make you visible. Earplugs and ear muffs to protect your ears. Gloves to protect your fingers and hands. Safety harnesses to protect you from falling. Safety boots to protect your feet and toes. Respiratory protection such as dust masks and respirators to protect your lungs. Overalls to protect your skin. It is very important for you to be able to answer the following 5 questions for yourself with regards to your PPE. 1. Why must I use the different types of PPE? 2. What PPE must I wear for a specific task? 3. When and where must I use the PPE? 4. How must I fit the PPE so that it can do its job of protecting me? 5. How must I look after and care for my PPE? Let us have a look at each item of PPE. Hard hats. Why must you wear a hard hat? You must wear a hard hat to protect your head when you slip or trip and fall on the ground. Also for protection from objects falling from above, from bumping your head against something, and from electrical shock. When and where must you wear a hard hat? Everywhere on site, always. How must you fit the hard hat? Make sure you adjust the clip at the back so the hard hat sits comfortably, not too loose but not too tight on your head, and always attach the chin strap when working from heights. How must you look after your hard hat? Keep your hard hat clean and do not leave it lying around where it can get damaged. Eye and face protection questions you must ask. Why must I wear eye and face protection? Protective devices for the eyes and the face, such as safety glasses and face shields, must be worn to protect my face and eyes. When and where must I wear eye and face protection? These items must be worn when performing jobs that may cause hard, sharp or small objects to fly towards your face, or dangerous liquids or chemicals to splash. Safety glasses must always be worn everywhere on site. When working indoors, wear the see-through safety glasses option. Face masks are only needed where indicated. How must I fit the safety glasses or face masks? I must make sure the glasses fit around my ears, that I can see clearly through the lenses, and that the face mask sits comfortably on my face. How must I look after my safety glasses and face masks? I must not let these items lie around where it can get scratched or damaged. I must be able to see through these items to do my job, so I should take care not to scratch or damage the lenses or visors. When cleaning the lenses, never use your overalls or materials that can scratch the lens. Rather just rinse off the glasses with lukewarm water and let it air dry. Earplugs and ear muffs. Why must you wear earplugs or earmuffs? Noise hurts and sometimes inflicts damage permanently. Once your hearing is lost, you can never fix it. If not used properly, you may lose your hearing. To avoid hearing loss, always look after and use ear protection to protect your hearing. When and where must I wear hearing protection? You must always wear hearing protection in noisy areas. How must I fit the earplugs and/or ear muffs? Earplugs are often not used correctly, so we will spend some time here looking at how to correctly fit earplugs. We will look at the soft foam earplug and the molded or flanged earplug. Steps in fitting the soft foam earplug. Step 1. Roll the earplugs into a small, thin cylinder between your fingers. Ensure that your hands are clean. Step 2. Reach overhead with your free hand, pull your ear up and back, and insert the plug inside the ear canal. Step 3. Hold the earplug in place with your finger. Count to 20 while waiting for the plug to expand and fill the ear canal. Fitting and removing the molded or flanged earplug. Reach over your head with your free hand. Pull your ear up and back to straighten the ear canal and insert the plug inside. It is a good idea to do a fit test here. To do this test, fit. Cup hands tightly over ears. If the sounds are much more muffled with your hands in place, the earplugs may not be sealing properly and you should remove it and try again. Use a turning motion to remove this type of hearing protection equipment from the ear canal. And what about earmuffs? The most important thing to remember is that the earmuffs must cover your ears and fit well. Make sure that your hair and facial hair do not influence the effectiveness of the protection. If you are unsure, ask your supervisor to help determine if the protection is good enough to continue working. Very important, make sure that your hearing protection is clean and not damaged before putting it in your ears. How must I look after my hearing protection? Soft foam earplugs are only to be used once and then thrown away. The harder, molded or flanged earplugs should be cleaned daily and stored away. Only use lukewarm water to rinse off any dirt on the earplugs. Never use any soaps, chemicals or detergents to clean these earplugs, and store in a clean, dry place. It is a good idea to always look at your hearing protection before fitting, so ensure the piece is clean. Wipe off any obvious dirt before use. Reflective vests. You must wear your reflective vest so that all other workers and drivers of vehicles on site and in the road can see you clearly. Your safety vest must always be worn when you enter any site. Zip up your vest for best visibility and look after your vest by washing it regularly. Safety gloves. Why must you wear safety gloves? Safety gloves must be worn to protect your fingers and hands from lacerations, amputations, burns and fractures. When and where must I wear safety gloves? It is a good idea to always wear gloves when handling any type of material, where moving parts or chemicals are present. Tasks such as grasps, lifts, pulls, pushing, squeezing and holding objects all require gloves to help keep your hands and fingers safe. How must you fit safety gloves? Choose the correct size for your hands so that the glove does not become an obstacle in your job. You must be able to do your tasks comfortably when your gloves are the correct size. How must I look after my safety gloves? Store your gloves in an area where it will not be damaged, such as a drawer, cupboard or bag. Always wear safety harnesses when working at heights and remember to hook on. Store the harnesses correctly and check clasps and clips for wear and tear before starting work to ensure the harnesses work well. Safety boots. Wearing your safety boots will protect your feet and toes from getting crushed and punctured, as well as preventing slip hazards and electrical shocks. You must always wear your safety boots when you are at work and ensure that the boots fit comfortably. When you get new safety boots, it might take a day or two to walk them in. You must care for your safety boots like your own personal shoes, cleaning them regularly and storing them in a cupboard when not being used. Respiratory protection is very important to protect your lungs from unwanted chemicals, dust or harmful particles. Ask yourself, why must I wear a disposable respirator such as a dust mask? This protective equipment can prevent lung and tissue damage or irritation, respiratory diseases, cancer and other serious illness and even death. When and where must I wear dust masks? If you are working around hazardous substances, there could be danger in the air where dusts and other particulates, mist, vapors, gases or fumes may exist. Even if you cannot see or smell the substances, you must wear the dust mask. How must I fit a dust mask? A respirator must fit well or it won't work. Not all masks or faces are the same, so make sure your dust mask fits well. If you have a thick beard, the respirator will not fit correctly, so rather shave your beard to make sure your lungs are protected. Should your dust mask have a steel strip, make sure it fits tightly on your nose to prevent the mask from slipping from your face. Regularly check elastics and material for damages and replace if needed. How must I take care of my dust mask? You must not let your dust mask lie around to gather dust and dirt. Store it away in lockers, drawers, cupboards or bags. Take good care of dust masks every day and they will take good care of the air that you breathe. Your overall is also a piece of equipment that protects your body from hazards such as cold, wind, rain and heat. It can even protect you against cuts and bruises. You should make sure that your overall fits well, is cleaned regularly and stored in areas where it cannot be damaged. So, to wrap up, check yourself and your body before starting your daily tasks on site. Make sure you have the correct PPE for the job, that the PPE is in good working condition, and that it fits well. Look after your PPE and stay protected from head to toe to ensure zero harm to your body.